Can't we just take in a third who's a butch?
Like a butch.
Yeah. So
they'll trick you though, because I thought I met my girlfriend on like that dating app.
Yeah.
She had a really soft butch haircut, and I was like, oh, she's gonna know about like hiking and how to like fix a car, and she doesn't know any of that.
She's a shitty lesbian like me.
Yeah, she's not helpful at all. I have to teach her about cars and stuff, and I'm like, oh, she's no help. I feel like I'm more butch than her.
Yeah, she tricked you. She tricked you.
She tricked me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's always the joke in this house is I'm the man one, but I'm the lazy man one. I mean, I am the shittiest. It's bad, Madeleine. Have you ever met my girlfriend? She's like way more.
I don't know if I met her.
Yeah,
I probably saw her.
You did. We've come to a couple of your shows because
I have met her.
You are the one that she mentions you, and Kelsey was at a couple shows. So like,
I'm glad that she remembers.
She remembers. But yeah, so she like has come home and literally like jumped behind the stove and like hooked up the gas line in her heels.
Oh yeah.
Shit like that. Where I'm just like, you need a wrench.
People think if you're like femme looking, that you don't know how to do anything. But
yeah.
I feel like a lot of the time it's not like that. I've met a lot of like useless butch lesbians who don't do shit. So I'm not surprised.
So she's always laughing, you know, like, here, move out of the way. I got it, you know. There's certain things she won't do, like she won't cut the grass because she's afraid she's going to cut off a toe. So there's little weird things like that she's not, but basically she rules the roost. She is definitely the man one.
That's funny.
I'm useless. I am so useless. Now your girlfriend comes to your house.
She does. We started seeing each other in July, and then she didn't actually come to my house until October. I would just go to her apartment. I think she was a little nervous about the whole situation. But now she and Phil, I mean, obviously not now because it's the pandemic, but before this, like, all three of us would hang out together, and we all hung out at my birthday party, and sometimes we'll all hang out and eat dinner together. So it's been fine. It's been good. It's a little weird getting used to, but it's been good so far.
Right. You know what? I mean, I've been with my girlfriend for 18 years now. So the whole dating thing, I don't know much about, but I do remember apps when I met her. It was more like Yahoo dating and stuff like, you know what I mean? There wasn't like an app. I met her at a bar anyways, where all good lesbians meet at the time. So, in fact, it was Mother's. I don't know if you remember that bar.
I remember Mother's,
yeah.
But you know what? By the time that I was old enough to drink, it was closed.
Yeah, so Mother's, you know, back in the day, Rochester and the gay community, with like the bars were just, it was, you know, it was different. It's so much different now than it was.
Now, right? There's like 140 Alex, and there's the Bachelor Forum, but that's like just
in the pub.
Oh yeah, but I feel like 140 Alex, it always seems to me like lesbians who are like maybe like your age and they're already in relationships. You know?
I call them the baby dykes. They're so freaking cute.
They're so cute.
They are. I love me those little baby dykes. They are. I don't know. I mean, and like people like, oh, you shouldn't say like, hey, look, these are the, and I have a girl that works with us who we still call baby dyke. She is the cutest little thing, and she loves it. She's like, I'm baby dyke, you know.
I think that you could say. I always feel like as a bisexual lady, I don't know if I should say it.
Yeah, but that was always the nickname that we had for them, and they're, you know, and they're just the cutest little things.
Never have any, although I haven't been to 140 Alex in a really long time, but I would never have any luck there though if I was trying to pick up ladies. I don't know why. Maybe it's just.
But anyway, so when people would see somebody saying, I'm married, but I'm looking for a relationship, like they were like, like the you know, the hardcore lesbians were like, you know, no couples, no, you know what I mean? So, but if that's changed a lot?
Well, actually, you know what? I think that that's still a thing, but I think kind of like, I never approached it from a way of like going on the dating apps and being like, hey, my husband and I are looking for a unicorn or a third or something.
Right.
we'll just do our own thing. Like, if he finds a lady he wants to hook up with, that's cool. And if I find a lady I want to hook up with, that's cool. But I think it's unfair for straight hetero couples to be like trying to bring in a woman who will want to have sex with both of them. That's like so unrealistic.
Right.
And also kind of fetishizing that woman. I just think it's kind of weird. So like,
right.
I tried to be honest and upfront and be like, hey, I'm like in an open relationship, blah, blah, blah. But I also kind of like wouldn't really talk about it with people until we were like going on some dates.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I was trying to like trick them or anything, but I also think that would like scare, like you said, I think that would like scare lesbians away.
Right. Well, right. Until, yeah.
Yeah.
Does your husband, right, do you hook up with men too, or just women?
I had hooked up with men when it first started, but I haven't with anyone other than my husband in quite a while now, because like, I don't know, I also got kind of confused about my sexuality, and I was just like starting to kind of be like, I don't even really like many men. Like, I feel like there's not many men that I like my husband, and there was like one other guy that I liked, but other than that, I'm just not very interested in them, you know?
Okay. So do you don't, so if he's seeing another woman, does he bring her home?
He hasn't yet. He's had some girls that he's liked and girls that he's talked to, but he hasn't had anything that I think has been like a serious enough thing where I would like meet them or they would come back. I kind of feel like you usually don't do that until it's been like a couple months and you're like, okay, I'm hanging out with this person. I should probably introduce them and see how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole thing is just, bizarre to me.
It is. That's fine. I mean, it is a weird thing. It's a weird thing to get used to.
But it's common.
Yeah, I think so. I think especially in like bigger cities. I feel like maybe not so much up here, but I think like when I moved down to like the New York City area, I was like, oh wow, a lot of people do this. Especially in like the gay community, I was like, oh, a lot of people do this. It's like not that like
right. A lot of do you notice like a lot of lesbian couples that have open relationships, or is it more?
I think it's more gay men.
Yeah, I mean that's always been the thing, yeah. And not to be stereotypes are based on reality, but men are horn dogs. Okay, so the two together, all hell's breaking loose with them. Yeah. So I think that's a whole different. And honestly, I think just taking men in general, they can separate their feelings so much more than females. Let's face it, So I think it's way more, I mean, you see these straight guys, just the way they behave. Imagine let's face it, men, they're a whole different when it comes to sex. I think they can totally.
And I think that like to do an open relationship, you have to kind of be like, oh, I can have casual sex, but I don't really think that I'm that good at it. I think I tried to do it for a little while, and then I was like, I have trouble being super casual with people, and then I was like, I just am not. I'm not going to try to do it anymore. It was too. So now I have like the two of them, and I'm like, that's good.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing too, is I had a lesbian couple friends that decided they were going to do the whole threesome thing, and someone always got voted off the island. It never ended good.
Oh no!
That's what the joke we have is someone always gets voted off the island.
Well, it's like in the L Word, the new one, Gen Q, Alice is in a throuple, and then it only works for like a couple episodes, and then they're like, no, we have to kick this other woman out. It can only be the two of us. And I was like, oh no, is this
well, right. So it's always is the third they bring in ends up breaking them up and ends that's someone got kicked off that island.
Exactly.
So and I have never seen it like work out.
Yeah.
With women, but women, their emotions are always like just and that's the same thing stereotype with lesbians. They're like, oh, we've been dating a week, 2 weeks go by, we were already the whole U-Haul. Did I say a U-Haul, a cat, and a drum?
Yeah. No, it's true. It's so true. It is weird how
those three items: drums, cats, and U-Hauls. You're like, oh wow, I'm casual, I'm gonna keep it casual, but then as soon as you fall in love with another woman, you're like,
okay, we should like buy a house together.
It's crazy, right? And I have to say, because I didn't move in with my girlfriend 7 years. We were dating before we moved in together, but I also had kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like if we were going to move in, that's like a marriage for me. Like, that's it.
Yeah, it's a big thing for sure.
And I didn't want my kids going from here to here to here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, it was 7 years we moved in after my kids were in high school. They were a bit older, but yeah, I'm a shitty lesbian. Like I said, I can't follow any of the protocol.
That's all right. You can make it your own.
Everybody used to always say, "Oh my God, I can't believe you guys don't live together still," whatever. And I'm like,
yeah, but now you do, and it's great. And
yeah, we've been about 10, 11 years we've been living together. So, yeah. So, well, listen, I know you have to go because it's your brother's birthday.
I gotta go get the alcohol with Luke. Yeah.
Thank you.
So much
oh,
for
thank
talking
you.
to me. It was so nice to talk to you. And I'm really looking forward to like being in Rochester and like doing some shows and stuff when this is all done. I hope that it'll be done soon and we can, hang out and do some.
All right. Send me your song, you guys.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.